After stalking the Instagram feed every weekend in October, on a sunny Saturday morning, my significant other and I drove out from Boston to my alma mater. Wellesley in autumn is the Wellesley of my memories, the image I conjure on reflex. Of course, I've seen it in all seasons, but there's a certain romance surrounding old New England schools in fall, and yes, I still buy into that a little bit. Wellesley is beautiful under snow and in bloom, but there's a certain magic feeling on campus when the foliage is afire. We parked the car at the garage and set out to explore the campus on foot, retracing many of my old paths. We first stopped through the campus center, where we saw the sunlight filtering dramatically through the most recent campaign slogan. We made our way up the hill to the academic quad. Wellesley's man-made hills and meandering paths were the bane of my life when I was late for class, but made for a wonderful stroll instead. We walked briefly through the newly renovated Pendleton East. Compared to its stately collegiate neo-Gothic neighbors, the angular, concrete building looked somewhat out of place, but it now holds the new art studios, for which I'm profoundly grateful. And we saw a mini model of the campus in there. We lingered a bit in the quad, looking up to Galen Tower, hoping to hear the bells, which you did. With the leaves to the light, the quad was bathed in my class color, yellow, and it looked as lovely as I'd remembered. We made our way to the lake and said hi to Athena and Hestia, eternal guardians of Clapp Library. We took a path that would lead us to the president's mansion. We had my first biology class, collecting samples from this bridge in the January cold. We made it as far as the Honeywell estate, where we admired Galen Tower from afar and admired the meticulously maintained trees. We then sat next to the lake. I don't really know any students on campus anymore, so I no longer feel like an active part of the campus, but a visitor. To see the campus this way is to have a sort of selective memory, remembering only the fun and not the anxieties. When I was a student, I remember being told by a visitor that we girls didn't know how lucky we were, and at the time, all I could think was, well, that's easy for you to say, you get to leave. But coming back made me realize that we were lucky. It was reassuring to know that with time, the harshness of what was softened into memory, and I can greet this place like an old friend that I used to know.